Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode or another video of like the nostalgia trip from the very beginning. Oh, my controller's died. From the very beginning of our channel. These were the original worlds that spawned where we are today. That's what started it all. So we've been through a few of them over the last couple of days. We're going to skip squares. I remember doing the series. It was like subscriber suggested builds, and I would have to build it in a certain area, but it wasn't really that great, so we're going to miss that. I have no idea what this is, so I just want to jump into this quickly. It might be nothing, it might be something. I know I used to have a lot of test worlds that I never deleted, that would just be like planning something or whatever at the time. Back when I used to plan my builds, now we just sort of wing it and just go from there. Oh, hello. So this was a dock or something. You know, that's actually not too bad. I would be somewhat happy with that now. That's a really, really nice shaped roof. Hey? So this is going back, this is probably 3 or 4 years ago now. I would say, look at this. You know, I would be happy with that now. If I built that tomorrow, I wouldn't be upset. I'll be quite pleased. We could do it better now, for sure. We could definitely do some more stuff on this, but that's quite impressive. Anything else? No. Some lava catching on fire over there. But no, nothing else. So yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of these worlds were just little tiny random builds, or maybe they were tests for a potential series that could start. Oops, or something like that. Airport, new world. We're gonna skip anything that says new world because they usually were just tests. Airport. So this, I think, might be the most downloaded Hunger Games map that I ever built. I can't remember how many downloads it had. I think you can still download it today if the download link still works. But this is when Hunger Games was starting to get really popular on the Xbox 360. So we had the original cornucopia style with the host pod here that would flick the switch and it would do a little countdown, and then shoom, you'd all be able to get out crazy and grab your stuff. You guys all know how Hunger Games worked. But yeah, this was an airport, as you can see, an absolutely massive project. Each block placed by hand. Now, to some of you that don't use PC Minecraft, you might be like, yeah, I build builds like this all the time and I don't use World Edit. For me, it's unbelievable that I would spend so much time doing something like this, because I couldn't live without World Edit now. You know, this little section of concrete here would take about like 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes to place down. In World Edit, I go click, click, make stone, and boom, it's done. But these planes, I would be very, very pleased with if I built today. This is like a little Learjet in here. This is probably to this day one of my most proudest builds for like the skill that I had at the time. Like, that's everything you could access as well. You could get inside all of these by doing some crazy parkour to get up. But that's a really, really cool jet. We've got a plane up in the sky here, a big jumbo jet one. You couldn't get into that one, obviously. But yeah, that was an exact replica of one over here. We had some Spitfires on the floor, some old World War II ones. An actual runway. Look at this. Hey? All placed by hand. I think these are full, yeah, they're full blocks as well. They're not even carpets, so I couldn't even cheat back and just place carpets down. That was replaced all with entire full blocks, which meant breaking a block and then replacing it again. These fire engines, still one of the coolest looking fire engines you can build in Minecraft, I think. I think they look amazing. A little tiny sort of Cessna one over there. I remember building that. I remember recording that episode where I built that plane. How weird is that? You remember those kind of things. Police cars and ambulances. Here's a little tug. Those ones that pull them along. Here's the jet that you could get onto. There's some helicopters in the middle, obviously. And then there was the control tower. You could get up the top of that. I think the enchantment table was at the top of there. Car park in here. All these little custom cars and stuff. And around the front, you had a double-decker bus. The Z logo on there. How on earth did I light that? How on earth does those, or just those levers, light all of those? That's crazy. That's pretty cool. Taxi rank over here, and then a fuel station. Now, if I remember correctly, we could blow up. Yeah, we could blow up the fuel station. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to save. Not that it really done that much damage anyway. I done a little bit down there. Yeah, how cool is that? Throw away. Okay, so let's jump. Oh yeah, we could get on the roof of it. But inside was a fully fitted out airport. By the way, guys, I apologise for if the audio is a little bit different to my normal videos on here. I'm having to set a bit of a funny angle in order to reach my microphone, which is obviously set up at the computer. So if I sound a little bit different, it shouldn't be that much different, but if it does, that's why. So this is a load of flight times, and if it's delayed, and what gate. We only had one gate, so everything was all gate 1. Delayed on time, cancelled. We weren't too bad as an airport. We didn't cancel or delay too many. I think these would bing when we went through them. Boom. And you could push minecarts through little cool things like that. Security. Immigration, interview rooms, customs, check-in desk. There was luggage getting loaded onto the planes. How cool is that? And then over this side was a mall. So we had some custom little memorabilia stands, novelty shop things. We had fashion shop in here. We had perfume store. Obviously, using potions. Toilets, yeah. Oh, check this out. There's a little man on the sign. Disabled. And a little woman. Hey? That's pretty sick, right? Game store. Pre-order Xbox One here now. And now you can get the Xbox One X. Hey? How cool is that? The Xbox One X is out now. And this is back before Xbox One. It must have just been announced or something. So we built a game store to pre-order it. How cool is that? And then we've got a little Coco Cafe down there. Another little music novelty shop. McDonald's. That was an art gallery. You guys at the time, the subscribers wanted me to build an art gallery inside of the airport. I mean, why not? That sounds like a cracking idea. A bar. Every airport has to have a bar. So we've got a little pool table. With the queues up in the corner, jukebox. Oh, this is different ways that we could do stalls with item frames and signs using pistons. Yeah, maybe you guys will see some ideas here and think, yeah, maybe I should try and do that. That would be really cool to get inspiration from an old video like this. Bookstore, you need a good book when you're going on a plane. Rent a car, yeah, so you didn't have to use your car to get about if you were visiting or anything like that. Chinese restaurant, sushi bar. That's so cool. Really, really cool. It was a big Hunger Games world. This is one of the biggest Hunger Games world available for download, which I think is why it done so well. So One and Only Airlines. Look at that. Way out of render distance that the Xbox 360 can handle. That's as far as you can go. Alright, let's jump out of there without saving. This controller is so hard to use. Everybody has to have a broken controller in their house. The analog sticks have all worn away on this controller and everything. There's hardly any of it works. Okay, where are we down to? Game show. Game show I done with... Who did I do it at the time with? I think I done it with Lion Maker and Blackie Chan at the time. We won't jump into there though. Oops, that's just... that was a fun world to do, but there's nothing really important to show you there. Spawner tutorial. Pixel art. Yeah. This, at the time, was probably one of my most viewed series. It took a long time to make each pixel art. But it was worthwhile because it really... at the time, I would get at least 25 views. or maybe I'd get 100 views on one of these ones. Which at the time was absolutely unbelievable. Look at him. So there's a bunch of different ones here. We're looking at them backwards, but there's a Pikachu. It doesn't really matter, does it, with pixel art? There's a Pikachu. You had a Shelby. Mustang. These are giant. I mean, they don't look that big, but they are absolutely enormous. There's a Cessna plane, little plane. And obviously the further out that you are, the better that these work. There was my logo at the time. Oh, who made that? I can't remember who made that render. But yeah, that was like when rendering your skin in Cinema 4D was a thing. Super Mario, obviously, is actually a really cool Super Mario. A big tank, that was one of my favourites that I ever done. A super bike. I mean, just look at the scale of these. I'll go up to this. I mean, that's insane, isn't it? What does it say down here? 5th pixel bar at approximately 3 hours and 50 minutes to build. 3 hours and 50 minutes to build. Looks like nothing back here, does it? Or that close. But if we back off, it suddenly becomes a bike. I don't know what else we've got over here. Oh, an F1 car. Yeah, F1 car there. Skyrim face. They're pretty cool. They're not bad, are they? I think that was about it. That's about all we've done on this world. But yeah, that's cool. I don't think I even talked on these episodes. It was just a time lapse of it, like sped up like 8 times speed. So it was like a 7 or 8 minute long video, usually, and then I just put some music behind it, and yeah, absolutely crazy. Oops, absolutely love it. You guys don't understand like how many feels I'm getting recording these videos this week. I'm surprised I haven't had hiccups, because I used to always get hiccups. I still do sometimes, but I used to always get hiccups when playing this world. I don't know what ST is. The original Let's Play world. Is that a jungle? Is that a jungle? Because I think I started the Let's Play world, which was Zonocraft, when Jungles came out. I think we waited until Jungles came out to do it. Yeah, so this was after the last episode of the series where Herobrine attacked us, which is why it's covered in Netherrack, which you guys might think, oh, that's a real shame that you've covered it in Netherrack. But it was a really cool way to just end off the series, because we were waiting for something else to come out, I think, at the time. So there was some really, if you go back to see the episode, there's some really terrible editing at the time. But a lot of work went into setting this final episode up. We had some camera effects going on. We had to wait for it to be raining, so it had a dingy feel. But yeah, because this was all new for us, we used to do jungle, so we had an automatic melon farm. It still works. It was all up high bridges. We had villagers everywhere. This was a automatic wheat farm, cocoa bean farm. That was wheat storage, and it was all connected up with bridges. It was terrible to get around. As a base idea, it looks amazing, but it was terrible. This is high school for the villagers. I have no idea what this is. School, sleeping rooms for all the villagers, because villagers were only just out as well, I think, or something like that, or we had to cart them up. Oh yeah, we had to try and get them up into the trees as well. Look at the lag that we get here. I mean, look at this frame rate. Half of this, oh, there's a villager. There is some still around. Yeah, see, they didn't have trades at the time, which is why all of these trades will be on the original first trade, because I don't think that trades were about at the time. But yeah, this old 360 cannot handle the frame rate here because of all the rain and the fire and stuff like that. A little bar. Oh, he's still alive in his house. Yeah, because there's houses dotted about as well. I don't know what goes up here. Oh, Targ archery practice. Yeah, I remember that. And then this was the watchtower, where you could see the world around you. That was the whole city there. Look at that. And this was built all in survival. This was a 100% survival world. This was marketplace, market square. A little bridge, I think, went down to a boat over here. Yeah, went down to the boat. There's probably more stuff around the world as well, that we don't know, that I can't remember. Like there might be other little towns and stuff elsewhere. Maybe some mob farms. There's me brewing room. The witch's hut. That was it. That was a witch's hut at the top. We never built the staircase up to it. I still had a dirt path to get up there. I have no idea what this is. I think it was just... It was a shop of some kind, because there's a counter there. There's an iron door at the back here. Oh, an iron golem. Oh, hello. Oh, the bank. This is the bank, and that was the bank security. Yes. So you deposit your gold or your emeralds. I don't think there was emeralds at the time of this series, but you guys get what I mean. Is this my house? This looks like a big house. Oh, no, that's the church. I have no idea where I stored my stuff. I haven't the foggiest. The nether portal room. A bunch of doors. There's quite a lot of storage down here. I'm sure there was a place where I kept my stuff, but I have absolutely no idea. You know how long it took me to find a world with a big enough jungle to do this? A crazy amount of a long time to do that. Because I think at the time there was a bug on the consoles to spawn decent sized biomes. Like they all came in ridiculously small biomes. So we could never really like do anything in them. Gerald 1.0. I think that was a little Tamagotchi project that I tried. Collect the Potions was a series like Collect the Blocks, but with potions. I somewhat still remember doing that, but that was not that great of a series. Collect the Potions again, but that was obviously a backup. 30-minute challenges. 30-minute challenges. I have no idea what apple and raspberry is, but we're just going to ignore that. I think that was the seed. Oops, maybe the seed of the world was apple and raspberries. Lapis Palace. This got me known with... Who was it? Chaotic Creeper. You guys are going to have no idea who these people were. I don't think Chaotic Creeper even has a channel anymore. But at the time, he was like the really cool YouTuber. You know, he was the one that everybody wanted to... or everybody watched. Chaotic. He used to do all Hunger Games and everything. And he played this map. And I remember when he played this map, I was like blown away. I was like, no way. Chaotic Creeper played my map. Yeah, nuts. I don't know if he still has a channel or anything. I don't know if he still does YouTube. But yeah, this was Lapis Palace Hunger Games. And this was really cool. Look at that Z1. That was my old logo, the old Z1 and only logo. Lapis Palace. And this was it. So it was like a little bit of a town, a medieval town. So it had a wall that went all the way around. And obviously chests are hidden everywhere. We had a little bit of a housing district. That's an old school over there. There's the old clock tower, town hall. Hotel. That was the old hotel. The old blacksmith down here. I can still remember him. How cool is that? I still remember. So obviously the cathedral. I have no idea. This is a safe drop from the parkour above. Into probably, I think it was a bar down there or something. A big housing estate down here with a hospital. For some reason, I decided to build like a modern hospital. Bang smack in the middle of a medieval town, but who cares? Here's a futuristic, like, mystic enchantment room. Which, again, makes no sense in the middle of an area like this. But I wanted to build it, so I built it. There's nothing wrong with that. A police station down there with a prison at the back. There's a little basketball court. Really cool futuristic airboat. What are they called? Airships. That was it. With like spider webs as smoke. We still use that to this day. Barn and some animals still in there. Water wheel. I think this is timber yard. You know, the old Skyrim style timber yard here with a saw blade at the end and a pile of wood behind it. And then the actual... Oh, and there was a whole sewer system, wasn't there? Yeah! An entire handcraft sewer system down here. How cool is that? Go up. Oh, man. Redstone torches down here for lighting. And then the Lapis Palace itself. Again, this is still up for download. If you still play on Xbox 360 or want to convert it over to Xbox One, feel free. These are the drop shoots from the cornucopia. And yeah, spiral staircases up there. We had a basement down here, with I think secret entrances into the, oh, there's a throne, into the, what do you call it, sewers underneath. And this is where we all started, at the cornucopia. How cool is that? What was that up there? How would you get up here? Oh, the nether portal. Yes, because you didn't spawn at this location, so we used to have the spawn of the worlds would be miles away from the map. Okay, so this would be the actual spawn of the world. You just have to put a hole in the top because you would spawn on the outside. So this is where the world originally you would spawn at. Look at the green of that grass. And then you would drop down the hole, and you would all set your spawn. There's all the rules, the original rules. And then you'd have to go through the nether portal, travel through the nether, which is obviously 8 times faster, I think, at the time, because the world is more than 3 times faster than the overworld. But on PC and now Xbox new editions, it's now 8 times. And then that would teleport you. So you had to use some nether portal logic as well in order to get here. Amazing! Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed the video, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in hopefully tomorrow's video, where we'll have a look at some more old school worlds. Let me know in the comments section, like, if you remember any of these series. Maybe like one of these worlds was a series that you first subscribed on, or that you remember seeing a long time ago. Or maybe for some reason you've just watched recently. Let me know if you recognise any of these worlds. I would expect not many, if any of you too. But if you do let me know in the comments section. It'll be really interesting. Alright guys. Bye!